You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses, finish, and create for teammates. Guys?
David, he is the total package. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. You take a look at Book Night. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And while he might not be enjoying some of the success of the other rookies on that list, you can see he's already picking up on a few of the things he didn't have a grasp for early in the season.
And you know what that says to me is that he's going to have a very big second half of his rookie season.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Hayward out there with Ball. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Joe Ingles, Damian Lillard out there with Johnson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Portland starts out with the ball. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for bounce. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. For 3, Hayward, rebounded by Hart. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Spurs. Driving the lane, can't connect from short range. Here's Ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Portland Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's Hayward. Johnson with the block. Lillard scanning the floor. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Misses the layup.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And he gets it to go.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock, he's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Now here's Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points. The pass to Lillard. Over Ball. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Washington outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Ball, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Lillard. A 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
The Hornets trail.
Boy, what a rookie season for LaMelo Ball. He was the 3rd overall pick and saw immediate action for the Hornets. And in my mind, Kevin, I thought he was the clear Rookie of the Year front runner early.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Nurkic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here's Ball. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. And his assist numbers were tremendous. And Ball began his rookie season coming off the bench. But eventually, they had to find a way to start it.
Yeah, clearly, Greg, he needed to be in the starting lineup. And he actually started until the wrist injury. He showed that he was an elite rookie. This team has a great future with him running the point guard spot.
Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
Hornets trail by 3. Bridges kicks to Ball. Pass to Harrell. On its way from Hayward for 2. Charlotte no good that time either.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And there is no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now, here's Ball. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Ball with it. Ingles covering. Here's Harrell. There's Ball with the 3. Good on the triple. Ball's got 5.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
Johnson against Hayward. Pass to Nurkic. Over Washington. A second chance effort. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And here are the Trailblazers now. Clock at 6. Ingles finds Johnson. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. They'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
3 shots. 3 shots.
First one falls for him. Here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
And he makes all 3. And here is Ball. He's got 5. Bridges outside. Washington with it. Working on Nurkic. And it's Washington missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now Hayward. After Keon Johnson's three-pointer that didn't go. Harrell the pass to Ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. And Hayward gets it to go.
You know, you can do so much with Hayward offensively because he's versatile. He's good off the bounce, and he can catch and shoot as well.
Lillard with it. Washington's on him. Lillard misses.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
And Harrell slams it in.
The alley-oop throwdown by Harrell right there, emphatically. And he fires up his teammates as well.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Johnson, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. Bridges with the board.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And taken away by Johnson. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. 8 points for Lillard.
Such a lethal outside sniper. Lillard isn't bashful at looking to pull the trigger from deep.
Passes it to Washington. He kicks to Hayward. 6 to shoot. Bridges passes to Harrell. Shoots a fader. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Harrell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we don't see this often from Montrezl Harrell. That's a rare jumper for him, but it's right on the edge of his range, so he got it to go down.
Now here's Lillard. 8 points for him.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Johnson against Hayward. Here's Ball. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup. Tried to go to something else and flat out choked it.
And Portland making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Terry Rozier's checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Ball, no good. Portland leading, and there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Little, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Bledsoe comes in for Johnson. And Smith subbed in for Josh Hart. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee is checked in for Washington. McDaniels comes in for Gordon Hayward. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Miles Bridges. And Bouknight comes in for Ball. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Oubre on the wing. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. The pass to Little. The three. And the three ball is good.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
Hornets trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the inside. Here's Plumlee. And no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. It's Bledsoe on the wing. And Rozier pulls it down. Charlotte shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And it's Oubre off the drive.
And Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Here's Bledsoe. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Smith. Kicks it to Little. That one, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And what makes Bouknight so difficult to guard? His ability to hit jumpers off the bounce.
He's got a great handle and the quickness to create separation. I know it's unpopular with the analytics crowd, but his pull-up from mid-range is money.
And that one falls for Bouknight. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Smith against Rozier. Smith the pass to Nurkic. Hornets with the rebound.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Rozier.
Rozier really coming into his own as a playmaker now.
Portland trailing here. Down low. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Rozier. 1:41 left in the first quarter of the game. The shot's good from Plumlee.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Trailblazers shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Now here's Winslow. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Smith. Great D that time from Oubre. Charlotte shooting to start out this game about 43%. Passes to Bouknight. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Rozier for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bledsoe for 3, and the Trailblazers another 3.
You know, Bledsoe is a decent shooter from outside, but I think it's really important that he continues to connect from there.
Rozier the pass to Plumlee. He kicks to Oubre. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Nasir Little picks one up.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his worth.
And the first one drops. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. He doesn't get the second one, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Bledsoe passes to Winslow. He dishes it to Smith. Shoots over Bouknight. And it's Smith again missing. Charlotte trailing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Feeds to Oubre. It's stolen by Smith. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. There's Winslow. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Now here's Bouknight. And there's the pass to Plumlee. Rozier for three, and that one released in time, but no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward. And he understands you got to take the long-term perspective, deciding when to return.
There's certain times where it's not our decision to not play. There are certain times where guys want to play, and the coaching staff and the training staff feels like it's in the team's best interest to not play. You know, there's certain injuries you really can't play with.
And great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Dennis Smith is out there with Bledsoe. Then it's Little. Then it's Winslow. And it's Simons in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Bledsoe kicks to Winslow. Smith the pass to Bledsoe. Rozier with the steal. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Inside, here's McDaniels. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Simons, the pass to Smith. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Rozier into the lane. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Bouknight, and Bouknight slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's Simons missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Got a piece of it. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Portland moving the ball around. There's Winslow. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Now here's Bouknight. Defense right on him. Another shot. It's deflected. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Simons, the pass to Smith. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6'8" or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Little. Josh Hart comes in for Anthony Simons. And it's Johnson in for Dennis Smith. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Washington's checked in for Plumlee. Montrezl Harrell comes in for McDaniels. Bridges is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Ball in for Bouknight.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Harrell dishes the ball. And they'll get another chance. Off target on the 15-footer. Hart with it. He's against Bridges. Hart, no good. Charlotte leading by 3. Bridges outside. Harrell kicks to Bridges. Good on the three-point shot. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Harrell. Washington passes to Bridges. Back to Washington. Shoots over Winslow, and it's Washington missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Johnson outside. No good on the 3. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. That'll be game 4 of this 6-game road trip.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And here's Bledsoe following LaMelo Ball's 3. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Hart. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Bridges. Hart, no good. Charlotte leading by 9. Here's Ball. Good. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Winslow with it, now guarded by Harrell. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 17-3 run. Here's Ball over Bledsoe, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. Ball hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 13. To the paint. And the dunk by Winslow.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 12. On the wing, Bridges. Kicks to Hayward. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Hart's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Johnson outside. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bridges attacking. Harrell trying to free himself up. Bridges misses. Trailblazers shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Johnson's shot is off.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Hayward kicks to Harrell. Bridges for three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard the pass to Winslow. There's the triple. And Damian Lillard good for the three. Lillard's got 11.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Ball. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Washington's got his second basket. Portland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Here's Lillard. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And we've seen Lillard take over games. Tonight, no exception. The defense has simply had no answer for this man.
Now here's Hayward. He picked up 24 points in their last one against San Antonio.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Johnson outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to Washington. Over Winslow. And it's Washington missing. Trailblazers trail by 13. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Now here's Hayward. He has 5. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges shot. Good.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
The Trailblazers shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. The pass to Hart. Over in the corner, Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's Ball. 14 points for him. Bridges kicks to Ball. Launches it. And there's Bridges on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Portland. They trail by 16. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Ball against Lillard. Here's Washington. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Washington's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now Hayward. After the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Hayward kicks to Harrell. Back to Hayward. Over Johnson. Hayward can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Take a break.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
The first free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Little comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Simons in for Josh Hart. Charlotte also making some changes. Plumlee is checked in for P.J. Washington. Oubre comes in for Harrell, and Bouknight comes in for Gordon Hayward. So Johnson hits 2 of them. Here's Ball. 14 points for him. Pass to Plumlee. Now here's Bouknight. Back to Plumlee. Dishes it to Oubre. Bridges, right side. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Pass to Simons. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bridges with some nice defense. Ball feeling it out a bit. To the left wing. Shoots the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 14. With the floater, Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Bouknight. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that, my friends, is a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer stings when it comes right at the end of the half.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Hornets head coach James Borrego. Coach, what are you getting from LaMelo Ball in the first half?
Great job, getting us into our sets. Defensively, he's been great. Offensively, getting us into a rhythm, pushing the pace. When we don't have something, getting us into our offense.
He's done it all so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
Big-time play throughout the first half for LaMelo Ball. He had 14 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Hornets' first half?
They scored very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out of the huge lead.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hornets leading by 17. On the court for Charlotte. Washington out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Hayward. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. Harrell finds Hayward. Sinks the 3-pointer. Hayward's got the first points of the second half here for Charlotte.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here is Lillard after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. Ingles dishes to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. It doesn't go for him. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
Here's Washington. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Hart, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
And here's Hayward after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Ball from long range. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 17 points for LaMelo Ball. To the inside. They get a hand on it. Here's Ingles. And too long on the shot. Hornets leading by 20. Now Ball. He's got 17. Johnson with it. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And it's Harrell missing. For Portland, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And finished off by Nurkic.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Now, here's Ball. Over to the left wing. Harrell, the pass to Hayward. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Bridges. Here's Washington. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. The Trailblazers have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Two shots. Last on the first.
That one is off. And some changes here for the Hornets. McDaniels checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Rozier in for Ball. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment. For the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. A different look now for Portland. Winslow's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Dennis Smith in for Johnson. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Rozier against Lillard. Winslow wide open. He fires. Portland again missing. Hornets leading by 20. And here is Rozier. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here is Hayward. He's got 10. Passes it to Rozier. Washington with it. Covered by Winslow. Lets it go. And that one hits back iron. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Damian Lillard. And then for Charlotte, Plumlee, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. Kelly Oubre comes in for Miles Bridges. And Bouknight comes in for McDaniels. Bledsoe kicks to Winslow. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Bledsoe outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his third assist on the night. Rozier against Bledsoe. Rozier the pass to Bouknight. And again, the Hornets missing. Trailblazers trail by 15. There's Winslow. The shot comes out, and it's the Hornets taking it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Hayward on the wing. The pass to Bouknight. Oubre on the wing. 5 to shoot. Fades away. Charlotte no good that time either. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Buries it from three-point range.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here's Bouknight. He has 6. Hayward right side. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Hey, I saw that coming from a mile away. I tell you, Rozier wanted to rise to the challenge of their last 3 to see who owns the arc.
Smith dishes to Ingles. Smith outside. Winslow, the pass to Ingles. Back to Winslow. Down low. And he dunks it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And here are the Hornets now. Portland making their last shot. Oubre on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Plumlee. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Josh Hart. Trailblazers trail by 13. Bledsoe taking his time here. Winslow's shot is off. Charlotte has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. On the wing, Rozier. From the low block, here's Oubre. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. The Trailblazers shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Little passes to Simons. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Oubre outside. Back to Rozier. Clock at 6. Here's Bouknight, and the rejection by Smith. Here's Simons, ended by Hayward. Portland no good that time either. Hornets leading by 13. Drives to the hoop, and Bouknight slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Smith, following the score by Charlotte. Here's Simons, still looking for his first bucket in this one.
He's been an absolute non-factor, zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And it's Rozier, top the key. Pass to Bouknight. The kick out to Rozier. Here's Hayward. Little with the rebound. Little's got his 5th rebound in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Bledsoe most of the time has the ball in his hands and wants to drive it, but that time showing you he's ready to catch and shoot too.
Charlotte calls timeout, and as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for a little. The Hornets also with the sub. Harrell's checked in. There's Winslow, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now here's Bouknight. 8 points for him. Now Rozier. Pass to Bouknight. Over Bledsoe. That one rolling around and rims out. Trailblazers trail by 12. High arcing shot and finished off by Nurkic.
You can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Now here's Bouknight, covered by Smith. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the overflow.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Pass to Bouknight. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Portland's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. That's tipped. Here's Simons. Offensive rebound. Smith for 3. Here's Nurkic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Nurkic has got 6 points in the quarter. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Now here's Bouknight. Guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Harrell. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 9. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Oubre's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now the pass to Rozier. 3-pointer. Portland grabs the miss.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And here is Bouknight. 11 points in the game. Oubre outside. It's off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Trailblazers trail by 7. We've got Justice Winslow. Johnson is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Smith in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, you've got to do better than that against Smith Jr. Be careful how you defend him inside.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Charlotte.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Boy, the speed and shooting Smith possesses is dangerous. I mean, a speedy point guard who continues to get better.
Both free throws good from Smith. Ball with it. Pass to Washington. Bridges outside. Pass the ball. Clock at 4. Three-pointer. That shot misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Smith. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
Boy, every point guard has to have this shot, and I love watching Smith shoot his floater because he's got nice touch on it.
Passes it to Bridges. Back to ball. To the middle. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Keon Johnson.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ingles is checked in.
What's up?
And that one falls for Bridges.
Boy, it's so good to see players like Bridges improving season to season. You can tell he's putting the time and work in.
Johnson against Ball. And Lillard kicks to Winslow. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets leading by 6. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
Here's Lillard. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The dish to Nurkic. Here's Ingles. Johnson outside. He gets it in there.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ball gets to Washington. Ball against Ingles. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Winslow's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Hard, he's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Now here's Hart. Knocked away. And stolen by Harrell. Lillard against Ball. He kicks it to Bridges. A pass to Oubre. Back to Bridges. Ball with a wide open look. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Doubled by Oubre. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Hornets with possession here. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Right side, Ball. And it's Harrell at the elbow. Kicks it to Bridges. Charlotte no good that time either.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Charlotte. Bridges outside, and it's Ball in the corner. Johnson against Hayward. In the corner, it's Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Harrell, that's good.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Johnson outside. Eyes a three. It's good from long range.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Hayward looking around. He dishes it to Harrell. Pass the ball. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it. Bridges covering. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Hayward outside. Ball against Lillard. Ball kicks to Bridges. Pass to Harrell. Count it. Good. Harrell's got 4 this quarter.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Portland with the ball. 9-point game. Johnson outside. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Shot from the inbound. And the shot is good from Johnson. And the Hornets with possession here. They lead by 7. Now Hayward. Pass the ball. On the wing, Bridges. No one near him. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Flipping the switch right now. There's no stopping Miles Bridges. He knows it, and his teammates do too.
And the pass to Hart. Ingles kicks to Johnson. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Hayward against Johnson. To the inside. 6 to shoot.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
On the wing, Bridges. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 7. And here is Ingles. Lillard, right side. Six on the shot clock. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Ball dishes to Harrell. Nurkic with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Portland has possession. Hayward against Johnson. Hayward passes to Washington. Ball with it. Harrell down low. Ingles covering. And it's Harrell missing. Trailblazers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Good work there as it goes.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Now, here's Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 21 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And Lillard kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Lillard. The trade. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hayward passes to Washington. Over Ingles. Goes back up. Ball dishes to Bridges. Second shot opportunity. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Johnson outside. Pass to Ingles. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
They retain possession, and Hayward gets it to go. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. We'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
You know, I love the way Ball drives with such force and speed. It puts the defense in a tough situation, and he's excellent at drawing fouls.
And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet, firmly in the second half of his career.
Shoot 2.
good from Ball. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Trailblazers trail by 12. That's a 2 from Lillard, and he hits the jump shot. Lillard's got 23 points.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
Now here's Hayward with the drive, and he converts the layup. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Now here's Lillard, the 3 from Johnson.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey, taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
He misses the free throw. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Harrell. Stolen by Winslow. And stolen by Harrell. Washington kicks to Bridges. Outside, Ball. Hayward up top. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Hayward passes the ball. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard with it, now guarded by Ball. Lillard attacking, lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Ball against Ingles. Hayward left side. For 3, Bridges. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Lillard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Harrell finds Washington. Outside, Ball. Here's Hayward. And it's Portland with the rebound. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus and we'll have to go to the line for 2. Oubre is checked in for Charlotte. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in, and Johnson drops them both. The Hornets shooting 43% from the field. Now, here's Washington. He's guarded by Nurkic. Winslow against Bridges. Shot left block. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I tell you what, you got to like the aggressiveness there from Bridges because he forced the defense that time to commit the foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 9. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So Portland ends up going with the new group. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee is checked in for Washington. Jones comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Oubre is checked in for Bridges. And Martin subbed in for Ball. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Little kicks to Smith. Portland no good that time either. Rozier looking around. Passes it to Plumlee. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Rozier with the ball. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Here with Gordon Hayward. Gordon, great effort for you guys tonight, and you get the win.
We did. We guarded extremely well. All-around effort by everybody. Great game. I thought we really moved the ball. Great win.
Excellent inside-out defense, Gordon. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.